learned a craft. Because looking at it now, education cannot sustain us in Nigeria again. We have millions of graduates looking for seeking for employment. So I think the best thing for not just seek for employment, should not be employment seekers but employment givers. In that if I'm a shoe cobbler now, I can make shoe and I'm educated, then I can impute my education in my shoemaking. Now when someone comes, they'll say there's a difference between I that I'm educated and I'm a shoe cobbler and someone that is uneducated and a shoe cobbler. So there will definitely be a difference. Education is something that is very, very important. Is there's a saying that if you say that education is expensive, then try illiteracy. If you know what you don't know, you pay more for what you don't know. So definitely we have to look into those people that hold ministerial positions. Not just because I want, like, when choosing the ministerial position, it should not be for the fact that you want to favor them. It should be for the fact that they are qualified, that they are qualified for that position. That's why we can experience a growth in Nigeria. And also, I would also say that for our lecturers, they should put in their best to lecture. You don't just give them lecturing job because you feel that they are someone that is close to you. You know, but most times favoritism and nepotism has entered deep into Nigeria. In that I feel that since it's my brother's son, let him become a lecturer of a lecturer in a particular school. Not people that have passion for lecturing. If you go to other countries, there are people that have passion, like they wish to instill knowledge in people. You know, you'll be surprised to go to a university, a lecture center, and you see a lecturer just give like today we're not talking much. We just say little here and little there and that, or then you come back tomorrow for test. No, there is no love. They should be passionate for the job. They should love the job. So with or without the pay, they're enjoying what they're doing. So they can give in their best. You know, you give your best in what you enjoy doing the most. So I feel that that's the reason why we are having this issue in our education system.
I'm loving this. There's this question that come through my mind while we are discussing. Considering things going on our educational system as of today, this 21st century, would you advise the youth to continue going to school or to put more effort into handwork?
No, well, for me, I'm a person that encourages education, yes, but with the way the system of government is now, and I think that it's advisable to both go to school and also learn a craft. Because looking at it now, education cannot sustain us in Nigeria again. We have millions of graduates looking seeking for employment. So I think the best thing for not just seek for employment, should not be employment seekers but employment givers. In that if I'm a shoe cobbler now, I can make shoe and I'm educated, then I can impute my education in my shoemaking. Now when someone comes, they'll say there's a difference between I that I'm educated and I'm a shoe cobbler and someone that is uneducated and a shoe cobbler. So there will definitely be a difference. Education is something that is very, very important. There's a saying that if you say that education is expensive, then try illiteracy. If you know what you don't know, you pay more for what you don't know. Exactly. So I advise that education is key. Everyone should go to school, be educated in that your field. But if you also want to be do an handwork, then with your education you modernize it. It gives it color.
You can hear that. So from the our guest, giving advice to youth out there to continue with this Nigerian system of education, but also learn a little craft with it, just to sustain you, and again, in case you graduate from the school without a job, you can just go into that just to make it more colorful. You know, a graduate with a shoe cobbler or a tailor who is a graduate. You can't compare an illiterate with a graduate. You know the story. Let's move down to the next question. What are the painted picture of a financial life of a graduate in Nigeria?
that's a funny one, because while in school we have this idea of, okay, if I can graduate well with a first class or a 2-1, then definitely a job is guaranteed. But when we come out of school, then you say, no, the story is a very different ball game. It's a very different ball game. It's different. So, I saw of government is one that chokes your dreams and aspirations. They just choke it. It kills it. It batters it. Steps on it. Stamps trample on your dream and aspiration. You'll be so wow that definitely, seriously, on all my dreams. So what is this? What am I getting? So please, I know. So if I'm to give an advice, the best way to live in Nigeria is a way that you don't dream. Just take each day.
Don't dream in Nigeria. Don't dream.
So see, don't just have aspirations. Don't have no. When I mean that don't dream, I don't mean that you should not wish for something. Yes, wish for something, but don't definitely expect that thing should come the way you dreamt it, because it can be a different ball game. Definitely.
There's this saying that said, dream, but dream lesser. Because when you dream very big dream and you are expecting that dream to come true, and if it doesn't come true, you'll be shattered. It hurts the more.
No, I won't say you should not dream. You should dream lesser. I think dream big, yes, dream big, but don't depend on your government for achieving that dream. Because if you depend on the government, then seriously you'll be disappointed. Wow. Definitely disappointed. So just dream big, work towards your dream, but with your expectation, even with your expectation, have expectation definitely, but don't depend on the circumstances. Can always change. Circumstances can always change. So I have a plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D to plan Z, because if one plan fails, other one will definitely work.
Okay, viewers, I am so loving this. This our guest is lovely. Let's go down to the next question. I know you want to know that. What is the reality of educational system now?
The reality, I'm sure all of us understand what the reality of Nigerian educational system is. But the fact that we all know from primary level to the secondary level to the tertiary level, even to the postgraduate level, there's a lot of story. Like we can all see the reality of it all. But I would say that we should not lose up in our country. We should not lose up in our government. In that things can still change. There can still be a change. You can still experience a change in the educational system. But I think the change will start from when the government allocates, even the yearly budget, allocates a reasonable amount to the educational system, not the 7% of. You should at least 30% of the budget should be allocated to education, because an illiterate, if the citizens are illiterate, then definitely the country is illiterate. Like it will be definitely an underdeveloped country. But looking at developed country, what do they have more than us? Is the fact that they are educated, not just undereducated, they are very well educated. So we need to educate our citizens on everything.
Now, we have this picture. While growing up, I want to become this, I want to become that. And of course, we all have it in mind when we are entering the university, that when we study this, we'll come out with flying colors and we'll get a job.
Yeah.
So is it right for me to say that we are never told? Because we were told that we are going to become the leaders of tomorrow. We are going to become this. Right now, the leaders sitting right there, the old men are still right there at the top. Most of them that I even met, so I said, when they said when you get to 50, you are going to do what?
Retire.
You are going to retire. But I'm not seeing it coming. Most of them are even at 70, still sitting on that position. And most of them that even agreed to retire, when they want to retire, they put maybe their kids or maybe their grandchildren, their relations in line, just to continue as if it's a family business. Of course, it's not a family business. So, right now, would you agree with me to say that we were not told concerning Nigerian system of education?
I would say that we were not told, because as we were told, then there are some time that we wasted while growing up as kids. There's some time, like some opportunity that we just let by because we were kids growing up. Imagine if I was told, then most people, when they say learning trade was after graduating, they say learning trade. If they were actually told, then while in JS1, you would have been learning alongside a trade if we were told. If we were told, even while in secondary school, you would also be doing a petty business. If we were told, then probably everybody would have grown up to become like Dangote. Probably, that's a probability.
We are not told. What is your advice to every student out there in campus and in what is your advice to every student out there in campus and concerning the Nigerian system of government?
Well, my advice to all students on campus right now is that yes, you may be fortunate enough to have a family that supports you. You have family that supports you well financially in all aspects, but I would say that you should start learning to be independent right from inside the campus. Dream of a business idea. Bring up something that will wow people when you come out. Don't wait for the society to make things work for you. Make things work even right from campus. Right now, I'm sure in campus with the recession that is happening now, many people in campus, you see many ladies in campus going to pre-order, doing importation, mini importation. You will see guys going into a lot of Bitcoin, going into cryptocurrency. That's because the reality of what the nation is now is dawning on a lot of people. A lot of people are wishing that they've done some things, and people that still have time, they are working to change everything. Like I have siblings. I have my younger sister that she's very, very lucrative. She does a lot of things. Like when I ask her that, babe, what's happening, she'll be like, please, oh, Nigeria is not a place for event. Nigeria is not a place for smiling. Nigeria is not smiling. So she's not smiling. So I think that if we can, there are a lot of things that we can do that will make money, not just fraudulent things. A lot of pure things, good things, legal things that you can venture into that will bring you money, bring you stability, bring you growth. But I will just say that for all of us thinking that education is a scam, I won't say education is a scam. For me, education is not a scam, because there's a Yoruba saying that it is what the bird eats that the bird flies with, in that it is what you have that you can give to others. If you don't have the education and you feel that it's a scam now, and you grow to a certain level where you look back and you wish that you were educated. Because I have a friend that his mother works in local government. She left school SSC, so there was a time for promotion. Then and the mother had an opportunity to further on in her education. But when the promotion came, it came in for BSc, and she had SSC. At that time, it was an adino, she was saying, because she wished that she had further on. And also, I was telling a friend of mine who was telling me that education is a scam, blah 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 blah. And I told him that yes, definitely you can think that education is a scam for now, because for me to have my BSc, even if the job is not forthcoming now and I'm working somewhere, what if in future an opportunity comes that warrants me using my BSc? What will happen? Won't I just go under my bed and take my dust it up and go for that job? Definitely I will do that. So I don't feel education is a scam, and that certificate is not a scam also. It's your achievements. You can tell your children that yes, I studied, I have my certificate. So it's just,
yes guys, I'm so excited today that you can hear all this from our guest Oluwa Fumbi. Yeah, we have come to the end of this topic. If you have any question you want to ask to us, any direct question, please drop it on the comment below, and Fumbi will be joining us on more of our video. You are going to be seeing this video often. It was not easy for me dragging her here to do this video, honestly, and this topic come unexpectedly, so it was never like we planned for it. No, I just want to I know we as a graduate out there, the graduates out there, they have been asking a lot of questions, coming out, graduating from schools without a job. Some say school is a scam, but I believe with this we heard from her, maybe it will change one or two things in your own aspects. Maybe you're going to look from her own side and from your own side and calculate. If tomorrow, maybe you are not a graduate today, you are doing something else. So probably, you're a graduate today, no job, you are doing something else. Maybe you can get an opportunity today or tomorrow that will need you to like she said, does the CV and stand in the line for the job and might be taken. So guys, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe. Also click on the notification icon to keep you updated of all my videos and updates that will comes up. Trust me, you're not going to miss the next one. You never can tell what it is. I love you guys. Thank you for joining us today.